Welcome back, everybody. So we got the entire release, we got the structure decks, we know what is coming, except for a couple spots. What is going to come to the TCG in place of Lightning Storm and Infinite Impermanence? Well, I can't tell you that, but my money's on Cosmic Cyclone and maybe Infinite Impermanence, actually. It's got a handful of reprints already, and it's been around for a while. Ash Blossom got a structure deck reprint, remember that, guys? And it does have Cyber Dragon Infinity on the art, so maybe it will happen in the TCG. If not, expect another Effect Veiler, and then, like I said, Cosmic Cyclone or Twin Twisters. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming back. Make sure you go check out our no dupe pure Cyber Dragon deck profile that we did last week, because we are giving away an ultimate rare Overload Fusion. You're not going to want to miss out on that. So go watch that video, see how you can win it for yourself, or I can save you a little bit of time, guys. Make sure you're subscribed. Go comment on that video. That's all you got to do. And without further ado, let's talk very briefly about the structure deck. I'm actually excited for it. Not only does it give you, if you buy 3 of these, you can build Cyber Dragons and Cyber Darks almost entirely. What cards don't come in it? Well, Galaxy Soldier doesn't come in it. Overflow doesn't come in it. That's about it as far as like your Cyber Dragon core cards. Everything else is there. Everything else comes in it. There's obviously some tech cards, some popular cards, like Rev System even, that does not come in it. But you can build a pretty strong Cyber Dragon deck just off of these, especially if we get Impermanence and even, Cosmic or Twin Twisters. You can still build a pretty solid deck for just $30, the cost of 3 structure decks. And Cyber Darks actually benefit quite a bit. We're going to have an updated deck profile for them as well. Maybe we'll just wait till we have the structure decks and do it with real cards. But anyway, guys, hers was $10 to $15. Now you can get it in a structure deck. Again, pretty good reprint. But let's not waste any more time. We are here to talk about the OTK that you guys saw on the intro. Core on its own can deal 12,600 damage. Additionally, any monster with it, you can deal over 18,000 damage. If you have an extender with it, guess what? You can deal 18,000 damage. If you open, your Power Bond, your Chimera, other cards like this, again, you can easily deal 12 to 20 plus thousand damage off 1 to 3 cards all day long. Cyber Dragons are in a pretty good spot if you're trying to OTK. Is the OTK build going to be the best build going forward? That I'm not too sure. Is it going to be viable? That I don't know as well, because it kind of depends on the format. However, if you are set on playing the OTK build, it got so much better. Once we're done talking about these cards, I'll throw a quick list up on the screen and briefly talk about it. But anyway, Cyber Dark World is the card that really pushes this. Horizon, when we got it, we're like, oh man, it's just missing that one little thing. Like, we don't benefit off sending a fusion to the grave very much. Eternity has a nice cute little effect, but that's about it. And it's hard not to neg with this card, and it locks you for the turn into machines. That's just a lot and a heavy burden to bear off a card that's not pushing too much further. And, well, we got Cyber Dark World, which is much, much better. So, when this card is activated, you can add 1 Cyber Dark monster from your deck to your hand, i.e. Chimera, and then you can also, immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon 1 Cyber Dark monster. So Core can search this out, which searches out Chimera, which normal summons then because of this, which searches out Power Bomb by discarding any spell or trap, which again isn't too hard. And then you can, link into a Seeger, Power Bond, Rampage, Hers, and Naxxor, get Naxxor back to your hand, discard special summon it, bring back Seeger, and boom, just like that, 18,000 damage, which is pretty big, because if you can afford Pot of Prosperity, you can OTK through Pot of Prosperity very, very easily, meaning we can see our board breakers, meaning we get to see those cards to push through, to break, if you want to play like Super Poly, if you want to play things like that. And you might say, well, you already have to discard, so Super Poly's not going to be good. And I mean, I guess maybe, like, you have your core, so you have 6 cards, right? You have your core, you summon your core, you get all of this core, discard, spell or trap. So 2 cards, you have your Rampage, you have your 12,000, you have your OTK. That's 2 cards. I mean, I guess you used your Pot of Prosperity and you drew into your Super Poly. So you have Super Poly, you have your core, your speller trap for a discard, just hold them off to the side. You have your super poly. Guess what? You still have 3 more cards. So, like, I don't see the confusion here. You got 3 more cards. You could add a hand trap to disrupt your opponent, to slow them down, to stop them. And then you'd still have 2 more cards. You only need 1. You only need 1. So like super poly, it's very easy to super poly into something to break their board after a Prod of Prosperity, and then still go on to make your Rampage and potentially bring back that Seeger. And like, I don't know guys, I'm super excited for it. I think it's going to be viable. I think it's going to be good. Is it going to be the best variant? Again, I am not going to make that claim until we see a ban list, until we see the top decks of the format, until we see how other things unfold and what board breakers we need to play. I'm not going to make that claim today, but I think OTK Cyber Dragons are coming back in a very, very strong fashion because of Cyber Dark World and Cyber Dark Chimera. So I'm excited for the structure deck. I don't know if you guys are, but personally I think you should be. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We're going to have a more extensive combo for you guys, a combo video I should say, coming hopefully soon. I don't want to say I told you so guys, but some people were telling me I was crazy for thinking the support was anything decent, and I know we didn't know this card yet, so that is a huge thing. But I don't know, I'm excited to play Power Bond. I'm excited to try it. I'm excited to do it. EDO Pro, get Chimera on the server. I want to test it more. Yeah, so that's about that. And like I said, here's the deck profile that I just kind of threw together for testing purposes on Dueling Book. You have your 3 Cyber Dragons, your 3 Core, 2 Hers, 2 Naxter, 3 Claw, 1 Chimera. So far, all of that comes in the structure deck. By 3 structure decks, you got all that. 2 Galaxy Soldiers, can't get those. Jizukiru, Pankratops, Gamma, because it's such a strong hand trap. I did kind of build this for expecting ban list and shift in the format. Otherwise, you know, I might play the Wind Kaiju and things like Drone Lockbird instead for current format. But just like I said, board breakers, we don't know what we're going to play until the format actually gets here. 3 Emergency, Repair, 3 World, 1 Power Bond, 1 Overload, 3 Dupe. All of that, guess what? It's in the structure deck. 2 Prosperity cards, crazy. If you can afford it, get it. If not, Phantasma's not a bad option. Cybernetic Overflow, really good card. And also then Infinite Impermanence. Hopefully it's in the structure deck. And yeah, almost all this deck is in the structure deck, guys. Like, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be good. Then we have our Mega Fleet, our Fortress, 2 Rampages. I like 2 because we have to have combos where you can make 2 on turn 1. One being through Power Bond and the other through Verde. So that's a lot of damage. 1 Makaba, 1 Twin, because there's times where you can actually Power Bond into the Twin and Verde into a Rampage later and just do a lot of cool things like that. Cyber Dragon Nova, 2 Infinity, could easily drop 1 of each of those for other things depending how the format shifts. Once again, for testing purposes, they are there. The Almirage, and then 2 Seeger, 1 Seeger. Not really sure. I was testing 2 because there's some plays where it actually matters, but probably going to drop it back down to 1. 1 Platinum Gadget, 1 Verde Anaconda. Again, this is just a sample list. This isn't what, oh guys, hey, when the structure deck drops, play this. Like, I mean, you can if you want to, but there's a pretty good chance between now and release I change this list up. So it's just kind of a general, hey, here's a good sample, here's a good start, here's what I'm kind of thinking at the moment and testing. But anyway guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you open your eyes a little bit to the OTK build, and for those of you who already were excited for it, I am too. And make sure you hit that subscribe button if you want to see our journey as we continue to test these cards and to refine the deck and make it as good as it possibly can be. Thanks for watching guys, and don't forget to go comment for that Overload Fusion, or actually, you know, if you guys hit that button, everyone who watched the video, we would have already blown past the goal. We still got 2 weeks. We can do it guys. Thanks for watching.